Hey,
What?
Andrew, what's wrong?
What? I don't know. I got a little nervous. So I was like, I'll just hit record and then I'll do funny stuff. Oh, get a prop. Do a sip and then go.
Is it empty? Is the cup empty, Andrew?
Pretty much.
Fucking, hey guys, it's the Riff with,
Some piece of shit.
you better change the attitude right now. You better change it right now, Andrew. Smile. Smile. All right, now that we're back on track, guys. Hey, Andrew,
I'm smiling.
what's that tone?
I'm feeling overwhelmed about everything.
Okay, do we need to take some deep breaths?
No. Okay, yeah.
Ready? In through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Andrew, let's talk about it. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong?
What he's expecting. Oh, Andrew, when's the album coming out? Oh, Andrew, we love your music. And it's like, I just need a little time to myself.
I'm curious to see how this bit pans out. What you talking about, Andrew?
Well,
What music?
ever since I released Acid Rap, it's just
What the fuck is acid rap?
Acid Rap, the second debut mixtape by me, artist Chance the Rapper. God, you really have to look into my discography.
I'm so sorry, Andrew. Will you forgive me?
I've been working on this new project, and I don't know, it's sort of coming together. I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed about the whole thing.
Well, hey, bud, I wish you the best on this new journey that you're taking. That's so exciting. The music path.
Thanks. It's been good. I think I'm just gonna take a little time off, and hopefully the music will just come to me. Maybe find God. I don't know.
Oh, well, I hope you find him.
Maybe I'll get back with my ex-lover, who's also the mother of my child. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah. Well, I wish you the best on this journey that you're about to embark on.
Thanks.
Sounds scary but exciting. So
there's a lot going on in my life. But enough about this guy. Let's talk Grace. What's going on?
Well, I have a fun little story time. So as we all know, I'm disgustingly unstudious. And Zoom University hasn't helped much guide me onto a path of more studiousness. It's actually I've just reverted completely back to how I was when I was online schooled in high school, which was I didn't do school.
That's right. You have a history of online schooling.
I do. So I'm a pro at finessing without any work. But sometimes, everyone has, even the pros have their off days. And I'm currently in like French 1, and I've never taken French in my life, and I'm terrible learning any language in general, let alone a language I did Spanish in high school, but I couldn't get into a Spanish class, so I took French anyways. So I'm on the Zoom, and my professor is whatever. She's fine. So it's like the class is 50 minutes long, and we hit the 50-minute mark. I mean, I checked out like 30 minutes ago, but I mean, like, I'm really just like, I had no idea what was going on in the class. I'm like on my phone, zoned the fuck out. And all of a sudden I hear my name, and she called on me to like say something in French, like to answer her question that she had just asked. I had no idea even like the topic of like vocabulary that we were on, let alone what question she had asked me. And I panicked because I just hear my name and I just go, oh, and of course I'm like muted. I'm muted, right? But my camera's on. So I'm just like, and I go,
That's
and
right.
she's like, Grace, you're muted, like unmute. And I was like, can you not hear me? And then she got so frustrated that she like moved on to somebody else.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I hit in the chat with sorry, I don't know why my mic wasn't working. That's yeah. And then yesterday I had an even bigger fiasco with this French class. where she opened the class by asking people to volunteer to say this like paragraph we were supposed to write, which I didn't because like about like a routine, our morning routine in French. And it wasn't like an assigned assignment. It was just like notes to bring to class, which I wasn't going to bring. So of course, nobody's volunteering to read their paragraph because I doubt half the class even did it. So then I feel kind of bad. And since I fucked up last class, I was like, let me just show her that I'm engaged. So I pull a classic like BS move that I usually do where I like ask a question that seems like I'm engaged when I'm really not.
Can I have an example?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my example was, did you want to give an example?
Oh no, I want to hear it. Yes, Grace.
I'm just curious, how do you say I brush my teeth in French? How do I say like I'm brushing my teeth?
Je pas comprends.
Exactly. So she like answered it and I thought I was like in the clear. I thought I even got like my participation done for the class.
I would give you a participation check for that.
Right?
But I might be like, whoa, Grace is actively participating. Let's bring her in even more.
Yes. And that was the boo-boo that I made. And then she goes, can you share with us your paragraph? And that's when I had the most just horrible, horrendous experience for the next 5 minutes.
Can you share your paragraph with the podcast?
So this is what I did. I went, my paragraph. So, so the reason I asked the question was just because I'm still like I'm working on it, so I haven't finished writing it. And she goes, no, I don't want you to worry about your like pronunciation or anything. Just try and just tell us what you have. And I was like, so how do you say? I wake up and I'm like also looking at my phone, which I'm like trying to like frantically type in Google Translate, and I'm like. But I'm looking at the vocabulary, and the vocabulary that Google Translate's giving me doesn't look like the one that's like matching up with our lesson, so that I didn't want to seem sus. So then I was just like, and then she's like, well, like what time, say like what time in the morning you wake up. I couldn't think of a single French number. I was completely blanking. And she was just looking so agitated. And I go, how do you say o'clock in French? And she goes, we don't really say o'clock in French. We just say like the time that we wake up. This goes on for another 3 minutes. My armpits are sweating. It's awful. And I'm just like, and then she goes, we'll come back to you.
Oh, poor Grace.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad.
Well, can you tell us how to say I brush my teeth in French?
I was in a dark black hole, and I wasn't receiving, no information could be received nor could come out.
I am very sorry, and I hope this was a learning moment for you.
It was. It was.
Good. Yeah. This has been fun. A lot of laughs. It has been a lot of fun. It has been a lot of laughs.
Whatever. Let's bring in our guest. My roommate, Maxwell Flora.
Who's ready for some Max? Max is ready. If he is, say what?
What?
Do I say what, or is that?
I think you.
I do? Or I thought it was just Grace because it was like about me. Okay, what?
Yeah, he's ready.
He's ready.
Nice.
Yeah. That's cool. That's
welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you. I've got excited to be here. I have some opinions about the opening 5 minutes, if I may.
Hit us.
Yes.
First of all, I mean, Andrew, you did a reference, which is great for you. That's impressive. Yeah. Grace did not pick it up right away.
At all.
I don't think she picked it up at the end.
I don't think at any point she actually.
No, I still don't understand what that was.
You said acid
no idea what he was doing.
But he was.
So I would here.
Oh, you mean Chance the Rapper?
Yes.
Oh yeah, like I got that, but it was just
No, yeah. But when he said acid rap, he said acid rap, I was like, oh, that's so good. But anyway, that was impressive. Grace, I mean, when you asked about, I also want to say, when you asked about the toothbrush thing, I mean, you were just asking. I don't really know what you were, like, you thought you were just going to ask the question and then not going to have to say your whole paragraph. I don't want to victim blame here, but.
No, I did.
I don't know
really
if she's a
set
victim.
myself up. I really set myself up for that one.
Yeah.
My roommate, who by the way is a fluent French speaker, was just sitting on the other end of the couch, like filming this whole thing. Oh, I wonder if she could like text me. Should I ask her if she can like text me the video, and then at some point in the podcast we could watch it.
I would love that.
Yeah. I really think. I mean, yeah. I just think when you are like, when you're going into BS, you have to have a little bit more of a game plan. In my opinion.
I know, and I'm usually so fucking good at it, and I had an off day. It was a bad game.
Happens to the best.
What?
I was just saying, what happens to the best.
Yep.
What happens to the best?
It's just like it, you know. Can't be 100% 100% of the time.
No. So anyways, Max, there was something moving on your lap, slightly out of frame.
There was something moving. It was slightly out of, she was slightly out of frame, might I say. This is Callie.
Hi, Callie.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Hello. So Callie is Max's girlfriend's family dog, who has been staying with us the last week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, last week.
But
yeah, she lived with me.
Though don't tell our landlord.
No dogs in your apartment?
No dogs. Yeah, I was talking about it.
Except for these four.
I was talking about.
Yeah, these two.
I was
talking about how we had Callie when I was on the phone with my dad on the balcony on like the patio, and then our landlord was like right next to me, and I was like, oh shit, and I walked inside. Yeah,
that's funny.
But I think we're fine. I mean, she doesn't really bark very much, so I think we haven't been caught.
Wait, so did you state whose dog this is? It's your dog from home, or?
It's Annalisa's family's dog.
Got it.
But yeah, she lived with me all summer, actually. Callie did. So I you know, I have a strong bond.
And since Callie has come in, there's been a bit of a war that has sparked in our
It's not
room.
really, I mean, it's an unwinnable war for you, but yeah.
I would go as far as to say I am winning in the sense that I got momentum.
I mean, she sleeps with me, so.
Yeah, for now. But that could all change one day.
Maybe.
So yeah, the war is whose bed Callie sleeps / lays on. This is my bed. And that is Max's bed over there. And I'll be honest, I've been actively working towards Callie to spend more time on my bed. I've learned how she likes the blankets.
She likes the blankets all curled up.
She likes them curled up. So then she has a little wall of warmth.
A little bed, yeah.
So I got a little curly thing over there for her. And if I'm being honest, Max, there have been some shenanigans at play.
For you? On your part?
May or may not, while you've been out of the room and she's been sleeping on your bed,
Just
luring Callie to my bed with treats. And then whenever she goes on my bed at her own volition, to be giving her treats as positive reinforcement.
A bit Pavlovian to me and insincere.
I think that is a little unfair because I'm not doing that. And I mean, obviously you're going to win now.
I don't know.
Let's just really quick take a look at Exhibit A.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Shit.
That's awesome.
He got you so
Been
good.
there.
I mean, I don't even have to do anything really to get this to happen. I don't need any tricks.
I don't either. All I'll say, oftentimes now, she'll just hop in my bed and I'll be like, oh, good job, girl. Here's a treat for that.
Treat thing is really sick, honestly.
That's
in a bad way.
I don't know. I think it's effective.
It's just like emotional manipulation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think she's also going, whoa, this guy's got a comfy bed and I get treats and I love him more. Okay, This is the whole package.
That last thing seemed like an assumption to me.
The comfy bed? No, it's really comfy.
No, the other thing.
Oh, the love you more.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
No, I don't think that even is a possibility, really. But you can keep. I mean, I'm not even intimidated, honestly.
Really? You're not intimidated?
Well,
No.
if we're talking about dogs, I have a confession to make
Yeah.
regarding my dog, as you, the viewers, and you guys know, is staying with me, my family dog. I usually take him around, the apartment side of UCLA to poop and pee, and I'm terrible because I don't have any poop bags.
Get the poop bags.
So he just shits and I leave it. He shits
You
and I
don't need-
leave it.
You don't need poop bags.
You do need poop bags.
No, that's not even the confession, which is the worst part. That's not.
Oh no.
That's just the preface. I was walking him at night. We were doing our nightly poop pee walk, and I never let him poop or pee by my apartment, so nobody gets suspicious of where the poop's coming from. It's always far from the apartment. And I was on, I think, Ophir, and it was dark, and Bernie was pooping in the grass like he always does on the sidewalk. And then he got up to walk, and he walked back onto the sidewalk, and then he wasn't done pooping. So then he quickly let out a ball of poop onto the sidewalk, and then went back to the grass and finished pooping. And there I was with this predicament where I was left there looking at this round piece of poop just in the middle of this dark sidewalk. I wasn't going to touch it. And I had come to terms with the fact I'd probably be spited. And I accepted that. And I left. I left the poop there, fully knowing someone was 100% going to step in it. 100%.
I would have returned with a little bag, picked it up.
I had a problem with Callie is that I did bring poop bags normally, but she also would poop twice on the walk sometimes, and I wasn't, it was only sometimes, so I kind of just didn't really think of it. And then one time, she pooped on UCLA campus, on the middle of Bruin Walk, and I had no poop bag, so I just made a break for it.
That's okay.
It's not.
I can confirm someone. The next morning when I went to walk him, I take the same path every time. Someone did step in it. It was squished on the sidewalk.
I don't know. The way you're laughing is evil. That's Schadenfreude.
I'm so sorry to whoever stepped in his shit. I can't say anything else except I'm so sorry.
You could say more.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I've taken Bernie on campus twice now, and he knows where to poop on campus where no one will see it. Right in front of the law school building, there's really weird shrubby things, and I forget what it's called. It's not rocks. It's the little wooden shards. Anyways, it's the color of poop, and that's where he poops, and nobody will know. So
wood chips.
Wood chips.
Yeah. That's a good.
Also, just get poop bags.
Well, he's leaving today, so
just get to poop bags 2 weeks ago.
It's too late. Also, my roommate sent me the video of me panicking.
Oh, nice. Let's watch this bad boy. If you want to send it to me.
Yeah.
Also, Max, I will say 2 out of the last 3 mornings been woken up by Callie wanting to cuddle. And
after I woke up and left the room, but yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
It's just a last resort situation. If you were the last man on earth, Callie would want to sleep with you.
I would say she was spending 100% of her time with you, and now it's 80. That's gonna be 75, 70, 40, 20, 3.
We'll see what
Andrew,
happens.
Your obsession with the dog is kind of concerning.
My obsession is with having the dog love me more than Max. It's an important
You literally
nuance.
have treats by your bed.
Yeah, more people should have treats in their room, because then you're bored and you give them a treat and the dog's and you both feel happy.
Anyways,
how am I having to explain this to you guys?
anyways, Max, what's your plan in life?
Okay, we'll get into that, but we got a video to
I was
watch.
thinking, wow, we were. Anyways,
I mean,
okay, yeah, let's get into the video. Also, I would just like to
yeah.
say that the second the teacher said we'll move on, I said okay. I forget to mute, and my friend looks at me and goes, "That was so bad," and I go, "I had no idea." And then my friend in the class texts me and goes, "Mute
Buddy.
yourself."
All right, so how long has it been going on for this point? At this point,
This was like about a minute, like 60 seconds at least from when she called on me has gone by.
Okay.
So my friend knew to start filming because it was going pretty badly.
Yeah.
Like the like I wake up, which is I think
that's so funny.
It's so, you can see me looking at my phone. It's so bad.
It's like, I mean, it's so obvious that like,
I know.
like, I mean, it's like the teacher knew immediately that you didn't
Why
write the
would
paragraph.
she not like literally just like put
To
me out of my
punish you.
misery?
To punish you.
Yeah, because you are bullshitting. Like that's like what you get. I don't really know what to tell you.
Not like this. Not like this. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's fair.
that was
I
pretty
think it's
brutal.
fair.
I don't
You-
think it's fair.
Look at your face. You're kind of chuckling, but you were in so much pain.
I was
the
screaming
like I wake
internally.
up, which is I think
You can see it in the mouth. Look at the way you breathe. You're like you see it's you're panicking.
Like I wake up,
Yeah.
which is I
It's so
think
bad. It's so bad.
The hand.
I like am like
God, I know the words. I have them
on the
written
tip of
down.
my tongue.
So close. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, anyways.
Oh,
Not the best moment in my academic career. So
so what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome for that good advice.
That was really good. I never heard that before.
Really?
Yeah, you made that? Was that you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, guys, no, it wasn't.
No, I mean he said. Did
Have you never
lie?
heard? Have you never heard that before? Obviously, Andrew didn't make that up.
Andrew, did you just lie?
No, I don't even blame Andrew for this. I blame you.
Okay, whoa. Well, that's backwards. I feel like
I
I'm
blame. No, I blame both of you actually.
I feel like
Okay, well, all's well that ends well, I guess.
whoa, did you
I made that up, yeah.
whoa. No, you did. Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think he did, but I don't know enough to call him out on it.
Well, I guess to each his own.
What?
What? I guess we're all walking down an Old Town Road.
All right, you ruined it.
It's not even the lyrics of the song.
No, I guess.
You just
We're
like
all
made a weird statement. You just like that wasn't even a statement that made no sense.
It's just like
we're naming
I guess
song
you
lyrics,
call
right?
that sun yellow. Like, what yeah. Anyways,
Man, you guys are really living in a yellow submarine.
you guys really are
But at
calling
least
that
that's like a reference to a song, like the
Mine?
Old Town Road thing. No, this Yellow Submarine one. But
yeah.
Old Town Road isn't like what the like.
It's like the name of a song. It's
Okay, and enough of
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I guess I'm the bad guy.
onwards and upwards. So Max, what the
Yeah.
fuck do you want to do with your life? Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I get a little shy to talk about it, but I like to write I like to be creative. I'm kind of working towards writing for television is kind of how I'm looking at things. We're trying to get jobs with different television stuff, or entertainment based stuff. That's where I want to go after college, and then I'm going to write on my free time, and then, work my way. I don't know. That's what my plan is right now.
Well, that's very exciting. Do you have
Yeah.
a plan of action, or are we just kind of figuring it out?
I don't have a direct plan of action for like after I graduate, but I just apply to like assistant jobs. I like right now the most I can do is like to get an assistant job is just like have internships with entertainment stuff where I do a lot of assistant work. I've already had one job, kind of like one internship, kind of like that. I'm trying to do some more. I don't know. It's not like the most glamorous way.
Yeah. What's your thought process behind getting an assistant job?
Well, what happens is when you are a writer's assistant, you spend a lot of time in the writer's room. You spend a lot of time with the writer, and writers usually take on like assistants that they like actually like creatively, and they kind of help out. I've talked to some television writers. They all started as like assistants to writers that they looked up to, and ended up like getting to write for whatever show they were an assistant on.
I never thought about taking that route. I've also tried to take up the internship route, but it's more like PA work than writing. But that's
it just depends on like where you're working and stuff.
Yeah. How do you like? What's the process of like finding a writer that you like, and how do you go about reaching out to them?
For an assistant thing, I don't really know yet. I don't know. That's still like a year away.
Oh, like you haven't done that.
I haven't been an assistant for a writer. I've just had an internship for like a agency that repped writers.
Got it.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, it's very exciting, and we wish you luck on that.
Thank you.
Endeavor.
Do you have stand-up aspirations?
Stand-up is always like helpful. Like, like people who write for late night shows, just the writers of them, they're usually stand-ups in some aspect, and it's always just like great to write. It's fun to perform, but I wouldn't say that's like my dream or anything. I never really saw myself doing that in the long run.
What is the dream?
The dream is to have kind of I'm in some world where I can be, I have some creative like ability to like do that and get paid for it. I'm not
more than that. Blue sky.
I mean, honestly, like if I write for a television show for a while, then I can hopefully like write a movie or write like start my own show.
Okay, so showrunner or make your own movie
or write a movie. But maybe I won't even want to do like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Or write.
Would you ever want to be in front of the camera, or writing is always going to be the end game?
I mean, for me, it's just like I like really enjoy writing, and I always have. I don't really think of like that as being like, that's a really hard world, and that's not really where no, that's never been my dream, really.
That's fair. We're like, loser. Look at it. So not a theater kid. Fucking loser.
Okay. I was a second. I thought you were making fun of me. And I was like, oh, we're making fun of Max.
Yeah. That was the one time I was on your side, Andrew.
Yeah.
I actually was a theater kid. So.
Oh. So you're.
Wait, Grace, were you a theater kid?
Takes one to know one.
Oh wait, so Grace actually wasn't a theater kid, and Max came up with a super cool saying. Oh, this is awkward because on the one hand, it's like Max and I are both theater kids. On the other hand, it's like Max also came up with a really cool saying.
I see what's going on. Grace wasn't a theater kid.
I didn't have.
You didn't have theater because you were, yeah. I get it.
So like you don't know terms like the stage left
I was just about to say I know stage
or
left. I was
stage
literally
hand.
about to say, I know.
Do you
I
know
was
stage
literally-
right?
I don't think she knows stage right.
I didn't even know
Upstage. Backstage.
What
You
about
do green
upstage,
room?
downstage?
Director.
What's direct? Why
Play?
would I know that? Literally, why would I know what director is, Andrew? Literally, why would I know that?
Oh.
Song? Have you heard of that one?
Once again, like you guys are just saying like the most obscure fucking like vocab.
Oh yeah, it took me a while.
Actor.
Maybe, I don't know.
That rings a bell. Okay.
I feel like you're like patronizing me and also making fun of me and also like being mean.
So Max, we live in the same space.
We
have
do. We
this
share a
little
room.
box.
Mm-hmm.
Got his desk right there, my desk right here, my bed right here, his bed right there. I think we should get bunk beds.
I think we should just share one big bed.
Yeah, but then okay, that's we'll loop back to that. My argument for bunk beds is that we could tell secrets with one of us on the bottom, the other one on top.
I used to do that as a kid with my stepbrother.
Now you can do it with your brother from another mother.
That's sort of what a stepbrother is, though.
Oh yeah. Or from yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll get bunk beds. That'll be fun.
Oh, dog! There's a dog on the screen.
There's a dog on the screen for all you listeners out there. Sorry, I'm just my AirPod.
Awesome. Really cool.
Sorry, Callie.
Stand-up Sundays.
Stand-up Sundays we can talk about. We can talk about so much.
You want to talk about
I'll say something. I feel like I don't know. I'll say something.
Oh, wait, we can't hear you. Ooh, just as he was about to say some words. Uh-oh.
Max.
Guess we gotta stall time. No, but seriously, I woke up and Callie is like snuggled up close.
Okay, I don't know why
this
AirPod doesn't work. I guess only the other one.
I'm really embarrassed. Can you hear me?
That's like so embarrassing.
Yeah, we can.
That's so
okay.
Stand-up Sundays.
Okay, I think Stand-up Sundays are a little event we've been putting on with me, Andrew, and our other apartment mates and some other of our friends who do stand-up. We going out to campus and
we get a crowd.
Doing stand-up. We get a crowd. We go and we kind of bark, in the corners of Jan's Steps. If you're familiar with Jan's Steps.
Yeah.
We kind of talk in the microphone. We walk around with our speaker saying, "Hey, come to the show," and then we do the show. And it's gone pretty well actually. We're not going to do it for the next couple of weeks because we're going to be gone. Maybe Jack will. I don't know, but we did it for the last 2 weeks, and it was very fun. It's what we've been wanting to do. Oh, it's socially distanced with masks on. Well, not the performers don't have masks on, but we've been wanting to do it for a while. So I'm glad that we kind of got to it.
Yeah, it's a recording of the. Come on, rotate.
I've been trying to make it to the show, but I always have a meeting during it. Oh.
That's okay. I mean, will you always forever?
No. So one day I'll make it to the show.
Yeah. Oh, there's Jack playing guitar. I did a pretty cool performance, I think. And
Callie.
Callie goes across the stage at one point.
This is
had to be there.
Quality. Yeah, I feel like I had to have been there.
It was awesome. But no, it was a great experience. It was, you guys did it 1 week before while I was out of town. So this last week was my first one, and it was great. It was cool getting to go out with Jack to advertise. We do this funny bit. I would say it's a funny bit. It's one of those bits that make you go, "Oh, that's funny." Where we record a conversation into voice memos, and it usually goes, Max, you know how the bits go? Do you want to play one of the characters?
I think so. I think I can emulate
Okay,
it.
I'm
But imagine
passerby, you're advertising to me.
Oh, wait. Oh, is that how you did the voice memos thing? I thought it was a conversation between you and Jack.
It is, but I played a passerby, but also someone that was very in on the show.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey, and so the voice memo was like, hey, come to the show.
Hey, well, there's a show going on?
Yeah, it's at Fowler right now.
Wait, there's a comedy show going on right now at 4?
Yeah, at 4, and it's free.
Well, this sounds like there's going to be funny stand-up there and maybe some improv, and I'm definitely going to come.
Hooray!
Yeah, I love you.
What?
Never mind. And then we would blast that, a variation of that conversation. We would blast it at Jan Steps for
from a speaker.
Tons of people, from a very loud
everybody
speaker.
Sitting there. Yeah.
And we'd be standing with straight face, holding the speaker, going, as tons of people stop their conversations, going, "What is this really loud noise?" And then the conversation would
fucking
end.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And then we go, "Thank you," and bow, and then we would walk like 100 yards and do it again for another group of people, and we'd be pointing where the show is.
So did you literally wrangle a single person by doing
We got 2 people. Oh, 4 people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
actually
we didn't
pretty
even
good.
advertise that hard. Yeah, we were like, oh, if we did harder, we could have gotten 10 people.
Yeah, no, I mean it was really good. I mean, then there were the people there who we invited and the other performers, so it was a pretty good crowd. I think I mean it's really nice to get to do stand up in person and stuff. And Andrew did amazingly well. He had a great set.
Thanks.
I'm sad I missed it.
That was fun. And we did Juice Factory. It was not our first time doing Juice Factory live, but our first time doing Juice Factory live well. And it went really well.
Yeah, it went really well. So Juice Factory is our improv team. It's me, Andrew, and our roommate Michael. We started doing it just because we were, hanging out and wanted to try improv.
We always need to tell the origin story.
Yeah.
Is we went to a show and we were like, we could do this. What do we need? We need a name. And then I said, I feel like it can just be like a combination of any 2 words, like Juice Factory. Yeah. And then they said, that's it. Max started to name more names, and me and Mike cut him off and said, no, stop. What are you doing? We're done. We have the name. And that's our brand now. We've been doing like a weekly hour show for a good while now. We got like 20 hours under our belt. Yeah, we have a lot of hours of recorded improv.
That's a lot of experience.
We've gotten better. We've gotten a lot better.
Wow. You guys.
One way up from here. And this show was a good proof of concept of that, where it felt like our improv abilities were tangible. I could feel us being better. Because the last time we did it live, I mean, we did it live like last year during the school year, but it was like we were just messing around. Like, it's like just we had no idea what we were doing. And then we did it in the spring live for another socially distant show. But it was also a little bit of a mess. Like, I don't know. I wasn't really proud of it afterwards. I felt like we could have done better. But it was really hard to be in front of people because we had never really done that. And then we did it on when was it? Sunday for stand-up Sundays. Yeah. And I was like, what are you?
Like he froze.
And it really felt like we actually kind of knew what we were doing. And like we had pros. We felt it was like funny. We had a whole story in like a little 6.5 minute set.
That's great.
It really worked out. I felt, and I was happy doing it. I was comfortable doing it. I felt really comfortable. That was one of the biggest things I noticed. As I was like, I felt comfortable with you guys on stage. It felt so natural being these weird characters and just ripping off of one another. One thing we were talking about recently is like we all know what each other's like what we're gonna do kind of, and what each other's like strengths are, just because we've done it so much together,
Mhm.
which is kind of the point of an improv team, I think.
Mhm.
And because ours is so small, it really demands a lot from us. So we really get to know each
Yes.
other. Like, Andrew usually does like the biggest performances. He's
Loud characters.
You're loud. You're really good with coming up with the absurd stuff. And Michael and I, we're doing it too. But we all have our own things kind of that we bring to the table, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, I think we got something special.
I'm
Maybe
sad I
we-
missed it. I'm excited to see the next show. I think from the only time I saw you guys quote unquote perform was at Andrew's illegal rooftop party last year.
Oh yeah.
Before the guy yelled at everybody to get off, but he was on crutches, so he wasn't gonna catch us. But you guys tried to wrangle everybody in. I don't know how much of a show you put on, but I just remember you were very much like Juice Factory.
Yeah,
Juice Factory.
we were very demanding.
Come watch Juice Factory, and everyone's like,
do
"What the fuck is Juice Factory?"
We probably did short form, huh?
We did it for like
Well, it was
30
very-
seconds.
whatever you
and
did-
then we're like,
For a
Yeah,
while,
whatever you did. I don't know if I'd call it any kind of form, but it was short, so that was it.
For a
But
while,
we
that was our
actually-
only bit, because they have short form improv, and that's what they call it.
yeah.
But what we did was it was our only bit was we would go, okay, we're gonna do short form. Someone give us a word. We're gonna do some short form improv, and then Grace give us a word.
We should do that again.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Okay. Whoa! Don't make me smash this on your head. Watermelon. Short form.
Short form.
Woo!
Short form.
Donut.
Another one.
Donut.
Would you like some donut?
form.
Short form.
And as a whole, like it was like, I don't know. It got too. I don't know.
We gotta
It
get
didn't really
warm.
work. We gotta get
That's
warm.
so-
before
wait,
I
that's
we
think
do
we
it.
such
should
a
give
good-
another shot.
That's actually such a good bid if you just did that for like 20 minutes straight.
Yeah, that's what we.
I think
used
maybe
to
if we
do.
did for 2 minutes straight.
Yeah,
20.
I'm down to just, I mean,
We'll
'cause,
push
like,
it 20.
we'll
possibilities are
start
endless,
with 20, and then we'll work our way.
and
down.
then we'll work.
But
Yeah.
if you're like, man, bummer, I missed that live Juice Factory performance. I wish I was there. Well, you could relive it all over again on Juice Factory Improv's YouTube channel. Oh, pew, 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 pew.
Posted our live 6.5 minute performance. It's our shortest video to date.
Yeah. So
By
you
a
can get a little
significant margin.
juice on your face at home. Squirt.
I don't know if I like that.
Hey, I mean,
Juice
you're
all
making
over.
some juice. You're squirting. You're with some
Yeah.
oranges. Juice is gonna fly.
You're bound to get a stain on your shirt, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I was. All we're gonna say, is wear a white shirt or black.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wear a black shirt.
What did they say?
No, I was just wear a white shirt. I was trying to continue the bit.
So Max,
Oh.
you're like the co-leader
Mm.
of stand-up.
Yes.
Let's dive into
what-
this.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
What's that like? I mean,
It's a lot of. It's a lot of bureaucracy, to be honest. But it's also fun to lead the meetings, and talk to we get some headliners, and we organize the shows. We figure out the lineups, and it's very easy for me to get time in the shows, which I like. Yeah, but it's been a good experience. I mean, it really just it just sucks that I became head right when COVID happened. Like spring
Yeah.
quarter, I've only been ahead on Zoom,
that sucks.
and that's sort of the reality of it. And the club as a whole, like not only the stand-up branch, like all the Shenanigans, has had a lot of meetings about figuring out the logistics of things, and we also figured out I don't know, we've had a lot of pretty we've had a lot of hard choices to make because of Zoom. So I've been, played a part in that. We ran stand up through the summer, which we normally don't do, and
that was really fun.
That was really fun. That was really because everyone was really bored during the summer, so it was nice to have stand up.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. Let's talk enabler. Enabler.
Yes.
Enabler. What's enabler?
The Westwood Enabler, or enabler as it's colloquially called, is
Their big word.
Is a did Andrew Free? No, he's back.
He's back.
Is a it's a satire newspaper, much like The Onion is. If you guys are familiar with The Onion, there are also some lesser known ones, but The Onion's the biggest one. And most colleges have their own. The Westwood Enabler is for UCLA. And it was like the one thing I knew I wanted to do when I came here. I loved The Onion in high school, and I really wanted to try writing it. And I knew about the Enabler, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to apply for it. As soon as I got here, the weeks leading up to week 0, my freshman year, I actually just was working like almost entirely on my Enabler application. I way over prepared for it.
How was that application? Yeah. Is it do you have to submit your own
you submit 5 headline ideas, because most of the jokes are just in the headlines,
Right.
And then you submit 1 article, like short article example that you write for it.
That's so sick.
But most of the selection process is just based on the headlines.
Do you remember what your headlines were for your application?
There was one, actually, I don't know. I think it was for my application. It was my first one that was published. It was Domino's now includes eye drops with every large pizza.
What inspired that? That's so random.
It's like when you get high and you order large pizza and you need eye drops.
I didn't make the connection.
That's okay. It was.
You would have read on, and then there would have been a point in the article where you went, oh,
yeah.
So my question is, I've always been curious, is the Westwood Enabler, so obviously that's not necessarily Bruin UCLA related, but that's like college student-esque. So
yeah, so it is an official UCLA org, and it we've gotten in trouble for many things, not many things, but a good amount of things that we've written. We also it's only UCLA students, and we try to make it more like we encourage UCLA related content. People really respond to that. Like on Facebook, we see much more engagement for UCLA related content. I promote that. Some people don't really like to write that. They would rather write, things that they think are more universal, and that's okay too, but it just doesn't do as well. We write political, like national political stuff. You can write about just everyday thing. Like you can write about anything, but it is trying to be UCLA skewed.
Sounds really fun. Maybe I'll try to apply next year.
Applications are in the spring in addition to the fall. So yeah,
spread my wings and fly. That's really sick. So I'm assuming you really enjoyed your time because you've been doing it since freshman year.
Yeah, they kind of let in a good amount of people, and then some people stick with it, and some people just they just decide it's not for them. But I've been with it the whole time. I was one of the only freshmen. I might have been the only freshman my freshman year.
It's always a good feeling.
Yeah, and but it was really fun. Yeah, I was rolling with the big cats.
Yeah,
it's like the little jaguar in a family of predators.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
But, yeah, that was a lot of species.
There's a lot of.
I'm on the Westwood Enabler website right now. It's funny. It says featured author Wario. Wario opens up about struggle with obesity. That's really funny.
That's so funny. Who wrote that?
That was Jay. Yeah.
I was gonna say that there's no way that's not Jay.
Yeah. Jay has a lot of good stuff like that, video game related too.
That's awesome. That's pretty cat funny.
Let's just listen to Andrew laugh at.
Yeah, let's just listen to Andrew fucking laugh about something that we can't see.
Maybe the real president is the friends we made along the way. I really like that.
That's so good.
Yeah, that was Dylan. I like that one. I spend, so every day, essentially, we publish an article on Facebook, and every day, if we pretty much have to publish that article on the website. So normally that's my job, and I have to find an article that's ready for publishing, and I have to go through like the WordPress of the website. It's really annoying. It takes a really long time. And then I publish it, and then I post it on Facebook at noon every day. So that takes up a
Every
good.
day? Like
Every day,
7
every
days?
weekday, 5 days a week. And we posted at noon because at least with in-person classes, that was like the most engagement. But I mean, yeah. So I know like every article that goes through there.
Oil tycoon promotes impossible meat as best solution to global warming.
Yeah,
That's a clever one.
I
I'm
like that
a
one.
little too uneducated, but I'll think about that one in my own time.
Yeah, I didn't get that one at first either until like I thought about it for a little bit. Is it
because
he's an oil.
you need oil to make impossible?
He's an oil tycoon, so like he's destroying the world, but he's like, yeah, guys, eat impossible meat. That's how you save the world.
Oh. Good one.
We'll
But,
just keep
yeah,
scrolling.
we have a lot of Go ahead.
In the meantime,
I love writing for the Enabler. I think it should. I mean, I don't know. I want it to. I mean, it has a lot of followers on Facebook, but we don't get very much attention, especially right now. We used to like with people. I think feel less like connected to the UCLA community. So when they see stuff about UCLA, it doesn't like resonate as well. There's Zoom stuff, but you know everybody's kind of making Zoom jokes right now.
right. Yeah, it's so burnt out.
And people are also spending a lot of time online, so we're like competing with, you know, Twitter. We're competing with everything
Right.
to get people's attention. Everyone is, but it's been harder to get people's attention, definitely online.
Well,
sounds like
it
you-
sounds like a great like practice skill building platform for, you know, the industry that you're trying to get into.
Yeah, it really is. And people have said, like people from the Enabler who went on to like write in like writers' rooms they said that the Enabler was a lot like the writer's room for television. They said that was a long time ago. I would doubt that the writing room right now is a lot like that. We've been a lot nicer and a lot, I don't know. I think we've probably dialed down a lot of
Did it start out
but
pretty cutthroat?
yeah, when I joined, it was like very scary to pitch headlines. And we've kind of made it a lot more like, yeah, you know,
Like good
try. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I mean, the only thing is it's hard to tell people when they've like written something that we don't really want to publish. It's hard to tell them.
How do you go about that? That's
usually we just leave it like, so we have like a Trello. It's like a website where you organize the articles based on like, okay, first draft, work in progress, ready to publish. Like we put it through the different, and you just leave, as the editor, you just leave it in the work in progress until they get the memo. It's not the most effective system, but I'm
active way.
Yeah, now that I'm like more in charge than I was, I'm trying to be a little bit more direct with people. I don't want, like, I feel bad for them because they're sitting there like wasting their time if I don't want to publish it, you know? Yeah.
Reality bites.
Reality bites.
Should we talk about Grace's stand-up performance?
Yeah.
Close out the show?
Definitely.
Sure.
Grace, you did stand-up. This was your third time?
This was my third time.
How'd it go?
I think it was okay. I had fun doing it. It was the first time I had really written it before meeting and was like,
that's good,
tweaking it before meeting to make it seem like it was prepared and done with some like thought. So I had fun doing it. I realized I get like so nervous, not nervous, just like anxious and excited to speak, and it instantly makes me out of breath. So I'm like talking and
You forget
I'm
to breathe.
still, but I like can't breathe, and all of a sudden I'm like panting while I'm speaking. So I really need to work on that.
Let's watch that clip.
Yeah, we got the clip ready to go.
I want to see her run out of breath now that I know about it.
Have you worked on this bit since?
You don't have to lie. Don't lie.
No, I'm very much like once a bit's done, I want to see what else I can do. I'm like really bad at staying on top of the same.
Joke's not done until you've performed it at least 10 times. That doesn't mean bring the same bit next week, but just know it's a long road to get a bit.
No, I know that. So yeah.
It's always weird how these Zoom videos start where like everybody comes in.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Brady Bunch or something.
Everyone's popping.
It is like the Brady Bunch. What a happy family.
We got Andrew right here. We got Max right here. We got Grace right here. We got Michael Pyle right here. Then we got a bunch of other.
And we got Carlos, who's in I literally had a discussion. I was put in a breakout room with him that morning.
He's in a French class?
He's in the French class.
So he witnessed all of this go down.
Yes, he did.
So funny. Awesome. So your apology to him, there was more shame too?
Well, my apology to him was just another instance of me being like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in the class.
Right.
And I was put in a breakout room with him and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't.
All right, let's watch this bad boy.
Confused person. Like I really never know what's. I feel like I'm a confused person. Like I really never know what's going on and I just feel like I'm always lost. There's no punchline to that. I've just been feeling kind of down, so. I thought that might help to get it off my chest. No, there's a lot of things I don't understand in this world, like the obvious, such as black holes, how Betty White is still not dead. Where does my poop go when I flush it? Just like, the big questions. But the biggest mystery is one that I feel isn't talked about enough. How did pasta happen? What is it? What is it made out of? Why will it help me run a marathon tomorrow? It just doesn't make sense. It's a stick that turns into a worm. So you're telling me someone took these twigs, left them in water for whatever reason, and then saw them turn into sea snakes right before their eyes and thought, that looks pretty good. It looks pretty fucking tasty.
Good delivery on that. That looks pretty good. I like that.
Thanks. Thank you.
I'm just confused. Now we all know how did the first cup of milk come about, right? Like who saw a cow's titty and was like, I want some of that. We all know that one. I get it. That question is overdone. But pasta? Spaghetti? Rigatoni?
That's funny.
It's baloney.
I had the same thing in one of my bits about how everybody asks about the cow's milk, and I just don't think it's that confusing of it's like we know what milk is. Like
yeah.
I had that.
No, you had that in one of your bits.
I had that in a similar bit where I trashed the bit, but I was complaining about like how did people realize they're supposed to peel oranges was the premise of mine, which is a lot like yours.
That is same exact vibe.
Overdone, but pasta, spaghetti, rigatoni, it's baloney. Not cheese, not pepperoni, but baloney. And I don't mean to sound like a phony, but I'm confused, me and the homies. That's it.
Nice. I liked it.
Thanks.
You have any thoughts?
Yeah, there's definitely like watching it back. Some definite like so much of it I would just trash and like either just not replace it and just keep it like much shorter, or replace it with something that's funny.
Really quick, let's just look at all these smiling faces on the screen.
Loving
You
it.
did this, Grace.
Loving it.
Look at that.
Loving
Look at
it.
Miguel.
Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it.
Anna, she's dying.
Liking
that
it.
guy, he's laughing so hard.
Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Loving
Look
it.
at me. That's the happiest I've ever been.
Thanks, guys. So supportive.
Well, we've had a fun show, but unfortunately, our time has elapsed.
We didn't get to talk about Us Three Bros. Hey, YouTube, follow Us Three Bros.
Check out Us Three Bros. Look
and
up
check out the
Us,
Westwood Enabler.
the number 3, and then Bros, and then look up Juice Factory Improv, and then look up the Westwood Enabler, and then binge the rest of the Riff episodes, and then follow me on Instagram at Andrew Battat. This has been a really fun show, guys. A lot of fun. Thank you, Max, for being
Thanks,
on.
Max.
No problem.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Been a blast.
It's been a great time.
And... Mwah.
Mwah.